Okay, so last video we did our last framing update, which not a lot in the house is visually changing in the next couple weeks, but big things are happening. So we have done all of our electric, all of our plumbing, and then I think tomorrow starts HVAC. Wednesday starts HVAC. So lots of important things are happening. So we're gonna kind of share with you what it means to be able to come in and custom do all of your plumbing, electric, and HVAC. And certain things that we want to integrate for certain needs that we know in certain areas are important to us. So, yeah.
Yeah, let's take a little tour. So we're in the primary suite, and this is our fireplace in here. And we went to start cutting some drywall to put two pendants and a plug for a TV here. Two sconces. Sorry. And it was all rotted. Surprise, surprise, like everything else was in this house. So reframed it, and now you can see how they've done these whips. And the electrician will do this so that you get to pick where you want to put it. So if we decide to put it here or here, they can pull from these plugs anywhere they need to, and from these wires to put the plug in or to put the outlet in. And so, yeah, so that's there. A couple other things in here. The bed used to be on this wall from the previous owners, and we are moving it to this wall. Yeah. And so we've updated some plugs.
So I wanted to make sure, like when you get the choice when doing electric, you want to think about what you're using the space for. So because that's going to be a nightstand and a nightstand, you need more than two outlets because you're going to probably have a lamp and you're going to need a phone charger or an alarm clock. So there's two, so now there's no more outlets left. So we said go ahead and make it I call it a four-face, I don't know if that's correct, but it's four prongs in one outlet so that you have enough, if that makes sense. So you have to think about those things now because after, your electric meeting, it's too late.
Sure.
We also added in this coffee bar some extra outlets. So we did we do 4 or 2?
We did that's a 4-prong outlet there for coffee bar. We did a water hookup right here so that we can just fill our coffee pot from right there. And then they put a plug behind here in this cabinet so that we can put a fridge in there.
Yeah.
And
a pendant.
A pendant light.
Yeah, I'll have to do like a small little light there.
So this will be really cute. Fun. I'll have a lot of fun with this one. I added 2 cans into my closet.
Okay, so in the primary bathroom, we're doing sconces on either side of the mirror, which we've typically done, like you can do vanity light, you can do pendants. I really love the idea of sconces. And then obviously we did countertop outlets just like normal, but then we also did outlets in our drawers. So if on my side, if I want to keep my hairdryer plugged in, I can keep it plugged in into the drawer and shut it. So I never have to take my hairdryer out of the drawer. Little stuff like that is like what you have to think of now, and it's just part of the customization process, which is fun. And then in our shower, we can go over some stuff in there.
So in the shower, we're gonna have a double door, and you kind of have to think about
how it functions
when you're getting in to turn the water on, because even if you have a recirc, you're gonna have some cold water in there. And so we're gonna open it right here, and then we put all 3 of our valves here so that we can reach it. We have a shower wand, shower head, and a rain head in here, along with a bench. And so this should open like this. You should be able to come in, turn whichever one on you need.
Without getting wet.
Without getting wet, then closing it back up. And we're doing this fully enclosed. So to get the proper ventilation, we put 2 can fans into the shower to pull all the steam out.
Okay, so this is my closet, and some of the things that we did, other than lights, we did a center pendant and then 4 cans. Over here is going to be my vanity, so we did whips for sconces. So later on when we, pick out exactly what sconce and know exactly where it goes, we can just pull the cords through. And then 2 outlets, because that's going to be a spot that I need a lot of power to, and then an additional outlet in a drawer if I do like a formal vanity, which that's the plan at this point. And then this is going to be an island. So we also did an outlet to pull through on the island for when we get that done. So yeah, that's all we did custom in here, which was nice.
Yeah.
So this is the bonus room. It's really starting to take shape. It's awesome to see how big it is. We obviously did lighting. We did 12 cans to cover this space since it's so big. Mm-hmm. And then sconces over there in the bar area with plumbing. And then over there on this wall, we're not exactly sure what is going to be over here. So we didn't do anything at this moment with lighting, and that could change in the future. We'll see.
It's easy to access it though from the ceiling.
So that's all that's happening in this room right now until we know more of like what each zone is going to be for. Obviously we did a TV jack right here because that's going to be the bonus TV. But yeah, I think that's all we did in here.
Yeah. Welcome to our green room.
This is the guest bathroom.
It's the green room for all the workers because they come in here and...
This is our break area.
Yeah. We're not touching this right now. This is a whole bathroom that is for the guests, and so this is not. If you come stay at our house, you get to enjoy this all you want.
We will do it eventually. It's just not a priority to us right now. It's really actually the only spot in the house that we are not touching at all. We're gonna get in this house. We'll live here. It'll be on the list to do, but it is just not something we're tackling right now. Everything's functioning fine. It's not terrible. Like the design is not horrible.
The green's coming back.
So, but it's not exactly right. But eventually this is on the to-do list, but it's fine for now.
Yeah.
So in the kitchen, there was a ton of electric and plumbing decisions to make. It's important, you know that ahead of time. So we have so many lights in here. We only have one window though. That's the reason. Yeah, it needed a lot of lights. So we've got 6 cans. How many cans?
I think there's like 12 cans in here.
No, there's only 6 cans. There's 3 pendants. There's 2 sconces that are going to go in the hood, like little envelope sconces. They're going to be very cute. We're doing under cabinet lighting all the way. Everywhere there's a spot to put under cabinet lighting, there will be. Will we have a light in the bar, or is it just under cabinet?
I think we have a light in the bar. Yeah, they have whips in there for pendants. Okay.
Then we've got a pendant in between, like that little breezeway, that framed in area. We've got a pendant there. And then obviously in a kitchen, there's a lot of plumbing decisions to make. So you have to have a sink. You have to have a water line for your ice maker, refrigerator, pot filler, stuff like that. So
we also have 2 pantry cabinets in here, one on that corner and one on this corner, and we're not sure where we're going to run our microwave to. We don't like having a microwave exposed. We'd rather it be behind a door. And so it will be either in there or in there, so we have to run a plug to both of those. So.
Yeah. Oh, and then we did do, this is like a catch-all area. So this is going to be like essentially like a junk drawer, but we also wanted it to be a charging station. So we did plug in the cabinet drawer there, so we can plug in phones and shut the cabinet, or plug in anything.
She's showing her southern roots with that junk drawer.
Everybody has one.
I don't know, call it a junk drawer.
Okay,
well. I love it.
Anyway, so that's everything that has been done in the kitchen.
Yeah. So the guys are having a lunch break right now, but we're in the living room. And you can see all of the wires running through all these walls. It's for more sconces.
Art lights.
Art lights.
So
potentially.
This room is challenging to me design-wise. And we are still kind of, having conversations about what it's going to look like and feel like. But
where the couch is going to go.
Yeah, what's the focal point? Where the couches, the furniture is going to go? You have to think about that kind of stuff way in advance. So what I had envisioned from the start was the focal point wall would be over there. That's where the TV would be. So then the furniture would kind of face this way. And then you could still get access and see the porch when we open up those slider doors. So the living room is extended. And then this wall is kind of blank. So our designer Whitney brought up a really good point. She was like, why don't you do art lights, like 4 art lights, and do really oversized family photos, or, you know, you can change it out, whatever, if you want to do real art or photos. So that's what those whips are there for. But then Dallon literally just yesterday, a few days, was like, why don't we make a focal point that wall? So that's
it makes sense. You can put more furniture facing this way.
You can.
Than you can that way.
You can. He is right. There's more length this way. The furniture would feel better this way. However, then your back is to the porch, and to me that just doesn't make any sense. So we'll see how it shapes out. I don't know. We've obviously got electric ran everywhere. We've got whips everywhere, so we can decide that.
Ooh, another thing we thought of in here were the heated floors.
Oh yeah. I don't know if we've even shared that. We're definitely doing heated floors in our primary bathroom. That was like
for sure.
For sure. I was like, that is such a luxury. Right. Like I've wanted that for years. But Dallon was like, why don't we put heated floors on the porch?
So out here on the porch, right now it's just a slab. And so we might not do it right now because that's just more decisions, and we're just trying to get in the house at this point. But we have it wired to where we can run heated floors and put tile down over top of this, or a stone, and then it will radiate heat. So since this isn't a conditioned space, you should be it'll pick up a lot more heat. With the fireplace, we put another plug up here for a heater to mount on the opposite side of the fireplace to kind of fill this room with a little more heat than it already has.
Yeah. So we'll see if we end up doing that. We're definitely not tiling this at the moment, so we have time on that decision. It could be a project later on.
But we went ahead and wired for it just in case.
Yeah.
Okay, so right here, roughly, somewhere in here, there's going to be a hole that is going to be called the Costco door. So we're going to frame it in. If we don't finish out the pantry right now, we'll do it later. We're going to cut a hole here to be able to put groceries into a cabinet in the pantry. And then, so you're not carrying them all the way around. It's the most American thing you've ever seen, but because it's just lazy. But yeah, so throw the groceries here.
Efficient.
It's efficient and lazy, but I'm cool with it. So one thing that I've started using on all my houses is a hot and cold exterior spigot. Now this one's in the garage, but having hot water and cold water is a game changer. If you have muddy dogs, you can turn it to where it's just a little warm, gets the mud right off. So anyways, that's something to think about.
Boy things that he's excited about.
Right.
Okay, so we are in the backyard. We haven't told you guys a lot about our plans for the backyard. So we'll kind of give you a brief rundown of what we are loosely thinking right now. In the back portion of the yard, this is what, 3-ish acres?
3-ish acres in the back, yeah.
It's all flat. We already garden. Gardening is very important to him, and it's just a part of.
He just likes eating it.
I just like flowers, so I'm more of the flower person. He's more of the vegetable guy. But it's really important to our family to have that on our land. So we think over there is going to be a garden.
Yeah, we'll do garden, fruit trees, perennials, like blueberries and stuff like that. We'll put a lot of food back here. Even in like kind of like the landscaping, even with like some of the trees might have edible like berries on it or apples or stuff like that.
Yeah, so orchard, we haven't done an orchard like on our house now. It's just a vegetable garden. So that's going to be new for us here. We're thinking above ground raised beds. Mm-hmm. So that's going to be new for us, which I'm very excited about because right now we have to do everything in the ground. So that'll be fun and beautiful and its own
with a
project.
Greenhouse eventually.
Yeah, we definitely want to do a greenhouse. That's later on. And then really later, we want to do a shop.
Yeah, kind of right here. We'll pan y'all to the right here in a minute, but right here is where the shop is and is planning on going. So it'll kind of be an extension off the house. On the back of it could be some stalls for any animals that we have. It'll be storage for equipment like skid steer, trailers, things like that. And maybe, we don't know what it's going to be, but it's just going to be a shop here. And then the rest of the yard would be for animals.
Livestock.
They could be animals that are sick at the farm that need to come back and we can be with them every day, or...
I get that question a lot. A lot of people are like, oh, so you're going to bring the cows to the house, which we're not. This land is not near as big enough as it needs. They need a lot of land. So they have plenty of land at the farm. They're going to stay out there. What we plan or we've discussed just very loosely, nothing's concrete here, we would maybe we're definitely gonna do chickens.
Yeah, definitely chickens.
Maybe some goats.
Maybe some mini cows.
Maybe
Mini
that's a
horses.
big maybe. But we're not doing horses.
Emus, ostriches.
No, I draw the line at past goats. But I think no cows will be here unless something is sick and needs to be like really, really close to us all the time.
Or a baby or something.
Oh yeah, like a baby cow that needs attention from us. But otherwise, this will just be like very chill animals.
That's right.
The cows stay at the farm.
Yep.
But Dallon got a new toy.
I did.
He got a skid steer.
So we've grabbed about 25 feet off of each side of our yard here. It was all grown up, and this is a cat with a mulcher on it, and it has done some work in about 3 hours worth of work. And that's me not really knowing how to use it at the beginning. So we're going to take down like one more tree that I saved just for you to kind of show you how this thing works. So.
Yeah, but he has done a lot of work on, I guess, the land here. Like we've taken down a couple trees that we knew from the start were either dead or we don't need them or they're in the way of structurally something we're going to put in. And then he cleared all this and gave us more yard space. So, yeah.
And so I think we might even put a road down this to be able to access the back with a fence off of this side. And that way I can store, for the time being, like all my trailers and all this stuff in the back of the yard so that she doesn't get mad at me for it be sitting here.
The shop will eventually, it really is for like equipment. It's for stuff that he has for work that at this moment doesn't have a home. So I'm excited for that eventually.
It's just in the yard right now. So, all right, I'm gonna jump on this thing.
But it turns all of this into mulch. Yeah, it like shoots it out. See how it shoots out all those little pieces? So it'll be mulch. Okay, so that's all that we have today to show you guys. Next time, we will be diving into paint colors, exterior and interior paint colors, and then we have a lot of design meeting coming up. So we've got like tile meetings, appliances, hopefully countertops, cabinets.
We've narrowed our cabinet guy down.
Yes, we know who is building our cabinets, so that's exciting. So we have a lot to update you guys on. But until next time.